Hey, whippersnappers, it's Tor with Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Little Cup Battles. Today we've got another new Gen 7 team that I've been working on, and this one seems to have pretty decent symmetry. I don't think it's by any means all set, but I've been enjoying it as well. So last episode, we saw several people using Apoms on their team, and they're like, you know what, we should probably get an Apom, and I feel like a little colorful monkey is a good islandy kind of Pokemon, so we've got Keko, a new Apom on our team. Same set as Boots, but I just figured we'd give it a little more Hawaiian Island-inspired name. Keko switches out, bringing in Kai, and Kai's going to take that Flame Charge from the Torchic very well. Kai is then going to throw up the Surf as Torchic switches out, and Ghastly going to switch into the Surf there. Pele then going to switch in. Pele, a clone of Simba, who we've seen before. And Pele is going to throw up the Toxic, obviously, but Ghastly is going to be immune, and Pele is going to go down there. It was doing that to try and avoid the Destiny Bond, but it didn't end up working out either way. Keko then going to come in with the knockoff, finishing off the Ghastly. Croagunk then switching in. Going to throw up the knockoff on the Croagunk. I figure Keko can't really switch back in with the rocks anyway, so we might as well just do what damage we can before we have to leave. The Fury Swipes then comes in and rips through Croagunk's defenses, finishing him off there. Keko surviving the Life Orb damage. Kabuto going to come in with the Aqua Jet though and finish off the Apom. Malaya then is going to come in, which is a Fomantis. And Fomantis is a great little support mon. Defog, Aromatherapy, and Contrary Leaf Blade and Synthesis, so it's gonna be one to watch here in the Little Cup, I think, in this generation. Hopefully it doesn't get banned or anything like that. But once I figure out the proper abilities and well, not abilities, but the proper items and all the stats and everything to have on, I think that one's gonna be really useful. Don't get to see it get used to great effect today, but I'm hoping to here in the future. Lulu gonna go down there to the Joltik. Kai then switching in, taking a hard Thunderbolt from the Joltik, throwing up the Toxic there, which is gonna start ticking away at Joltik, throwing up the Protect to let the Toxic kind of do a little bit of damage here as it rolls on, and then Kai's gonna switch out because Kai is a Marmini, and it has a Regenerator ability, which is going to let it heal back up a bit here. Melee then gonna come in, finish off the Joltik. Torchic switching in, getting the speed boost, throwing up that Bug Buzz, which is going to do decent damage to the Torchic, but going to go down to the Flame Charge from the Torchic there, at which point Kai is going to switch back in, and Torchic throwing up the Protect, me throwing up the Surf here, getting those speed boosts, which doesn't really matter in the long run because it's not going to be able to do any damage to Kai whatsoever, and going to finish off with the Surf there. So a good battle here, but again, by no means perfect. You know, I'm still very, very new to the Gen 7 metagame. Avoiding spoilers, I'm just kind of grabbing some Pokemon at random and things like that, and so kind of trying to figure out, getting some suggestions here or there and try to piece things in. And I think this one's working. It definitely needs some help to get a better synergy for sure, but I think for so far, I'm more or less happy with it. So let's check out what happens in battle number 2, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, battle number 2, and we lead off again with Keko, expecting the switch into the Ghastly with them predicting the fake out, but they bring in their Drillbur. I almost said Boots there. Keko, I might as well just rename her Boots. It's really not a point in changing it up, but they throw up the rocks. Keko able to land the Fury Swipes the second time out and finish off the Drillbur, so that's a good threat to get off the field there all at once. Throw up the Fury Swipes here, which is going to one-shot, well, not really one-shot, 5-shot the Spinarak, which is amazing. Keko switching on out into Kai in face of the Mindfu. Mindfu misses the high jump kick, taking good damage on its own there, which works out very nicely for us. Kai then going to throw up the Toxic, but Smart Strike's going to switch out. I do need, one thing I desperately need on this team is a Will-O-Wisper. I need somebody to be able to inflict burns for the physical threats. I've got Kai in here kind of in place of Fumesy. It's a poison type defensive Pokemon, but I'm not sure that realistically it's going to fill all the needs we have. So Fumesy may need to make a reappearance because we need somebody who can cut down the physical attackers a peg a bit. Lulu gonna rest up there, just enough health left to get the rest going. Her defense is building every time she takes a hit. And then we're gonna Sleep Talk the Earthquake. So we've got Earthquake, Body Slam, Rest, and Sleep Talk on Lulu here, and then Stamina, her ability, boosting her up a bit. I don't know if Body Slam's the best thing to have there, but I figure Paralysis might be useful in some occasions if we could get it. Wale is going to come in, but is going to go down before able to do a whole lot here. Keko then coming in on the Red Water, which I believe is a Bug Water Pokemon. I actually recently caught one of these in-game. I was off camera, I think, but we're doing the second trial and caught one of them down in all the water areas. Kai then switching in. Gonna throw up the Sludge Wave, finishing off the Red Water. Nerf Gas switching in. Lulu switching back in, kind of as a sacrifice play. Lulu has nothing she can do it, but I don't think I'm going to need her for any of the other people, so we do that so we can switch Pele in without taking a hit. Pele is going to throw up the Dark Pulse, but they expect it, so they switch into their Mindfu. Kai then switches in and is going to take a hard Stone Edge, get him really far down. We throw up the Protect there just to kind of see what they're planning. They come in with the Knockoff, though, and finish off Kai the next turn. Melee then switches in, throws up that Moonblast, going to be able to one-shot the Mindfu without a crit. And then Ghastly switches in, throws up the Venoshock, and takes out Melee. I don't know why they're running Venoshock. Did Venoshock get a boost this generation? That seems odd. But Pele switches in then with the Dark Pulse, gets it down, and activates the Berry Juice, goes up the Venoshock, and we are able to finish it off in one shot this time, winning our second battle. So, again, definitely some things to play around with, but I'm pretty happy with how it's done in the first couple of battles I've done, which is those two battles. Those are the first and only two battles I've done with this team thus far. I built it, and those are the first battles we did, so why not? We'll take it. Yeah, so definitely going to continue to tweak things here or there that I'm seeing. You know, maybe we could get better coverage with like Lulu's set, things like that. More defensive. I've got Eviolites on most of this team, although like on the Fromantis Wile, it didn't really seem to do a whole lot, so we may need to come up with, maybe we put a Scarf or something on her so that she can actually withstand a hit or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great. You guys have been great. If you guys have any suggestions of Pokemon, new Little Cup Pokemon you think I should try, be sure to let me know. Kind of just playing around with things here. Want to give the newer Pokemon as much a fair shake as I can. Got a couple of oldies mixed in here just because I couldn't really, you know, fit all the roles, and I wanted to have a couple of people I could trust that I've used in the past on the team to help pick up any slack that the team might have. But yeah, looking forward to hearing your guys' feedback. Again, getting really fresh and new into the Gen 7 Little Cup meta, so just trying to figure stuff out. In fact, the Gen 7 Little Cup meta doesn't even really exist yet. We're still in the Pokebank era because they haven't opened that up yet. So we're just kind of playing around with the early stages of things. So again, totally open to suggestions and feedback, and be sure to let me know that in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great. You guys have been great. Have a good one.